All right. Shalom, shalom. Thank you to those who are tuning in. This is Life in Introspection, episode 3. I am just so happy. I did not think I would get this far, guys. So for me to consistently record to episode 3 is an accomplishment. And yeah, people may not understand. Like, I started this channel years ago. I was in my senior year or maybe my junior year of high school. So this was like 2015, 2016. And I completely stopped. I stopped believing. I stopped trusting. And 10 years passed. And so I'm really happy to see that this is coming back in a different format, in a way that I actually find most comfortable. I don't really like being on camera, although I will have to be if I'm going to do this work. Like, I kind of have to, just some of the things that y'all is going to have me do. But I feel much more comfortable not showing my face and just being able to speak freely. I did say a prayer before this that Yah will speak through me, though, that he will use me as a vessel to draw more and more people to him. Because I've said time and time again, his character has been so misrepresented. And sometimes I feel like I need to go on the defense on his behalf, because just some of the things that people will say. But I realized, you're not going to get anywhere arguing with people. It's just going to cause more chaos, more misunderstanding. I think it's much better to just tell my story, to tell where I've come from and where I am now. And how, the only reason I'm really here is because I decided to trust him, even though everything told me not to. And so I really truly hope that, I hope that everyone would get to know him, but obviously that won't happen. There will still be people who, will never seek to have that relationship with him for whatever reasons that they might give. But for those who truly don't know him and desire to know him, I pray that I at least give you a small glimpse, because I don't think I'll ever do it justice. I think you'll never know until you experience it for yourself. But if I can give you a small glimpse, a small thing of hope, I hope to do that. So truly, thank you so much to those who are tuning in. Thank you if you've tuned in to every episode so far. Honestly, I am so thankful for you, because I would always say, even if one person can get something from this, that's all that matters. But even in that, you can have some days where those small numbers can really affect you. It can really make you think, was I really stupid for doing this? Why am I doing this thing? But that's kind of how I know it's not me. That's how I know this really is coming from Yah, because of that fear. That's fear that has kind of run my life for a very long time. I'm finally at this place now where I'm I'm gonna do it even if I am scared. Even if I do feel stupid. I am doing Yah's work. So it doesn't even matter what people think. Because at the end of the day, the people that really have the most to say, they're not really doing the work. That's what I've come to find. Those who really have the most to say about what I'm doing, they're not really doing the work. And perhaps what I'm doing is actually convicting them, because maybe Yah did want to use them in this way, but for whatever reasons, they don't want to do that work. And instead of handling that with themselves, they're projecting it onto me. So it really doesn't matter to me what anybody has to say about what I'm doing, because this is not for me. It's truly for y'all. As you can see, I went years and years and years and years and years ignoring this calling from the Most High. So, and I'm actually thankful. There's another part of me that's actually thankful that I stopped because I was not healed. I was not ready to face the world. I was not ready to deal with criticism, to deal with misunderstanding, to deal with people assassinating my character, to deal with my own faults too, because although no one will ever truly know me unless they know me personally, the fact of the matter is I may make some mistakes still in the future. I may have to answer some tough questions in the future, but truly, I do this for the Father. I do this to show what it really means to walk with him, not this perfect, polished image. I want you to see me, have imperfections. I want you to see that I'm not the greatest role model. I've made mistakes too. But I at least want you to see that when you invite the Most High into your life and you allow him to fill those spaces where you are missing the mark, you will see wonderful things in your life. And you'll realize you will come to the same conclusion that I have. Of course, if you are walking in that humility, but you'll come to the same conclusion that we were always meant to walk in this life hand in hand with the Most High. We were never meant to do this alone. We were never meant to figure it out based on what we felt was right. It was always meant to be with him, in covenant with him. So I hope that the little that I show will inspire you to be in covenant with him as well, because you can. I am not special. I am just somebody that decided to answer his call. And there are some of you right now listening. Maybe you have tuned in to all these episodes and you are still on the fence. There might be some of you that you've heard him, because he says, my sheep, they know my voice. And people think, oh, it's just like because you may have been reading the Bible for this amount of time and you know how he sounds. Yes, there is a element of familiarity the closer you get to the Father. But what he's actually saying in that, he's chosen people. He's chosen specific people from the beginning. And so some of you were always destined to be in relationship with him. And maybe you just need that little extra push to get you to trust him and trust in the calling that he has on your life. You probably are hearing him, you're probably feeling him tug on your heart. You probably are getting dreams. You probably are your gifts. You're starting to have gifts and you don't know where this is coming from. You don't know how to even deal with it. Maybe you're having shame in it, because I did. I didn't even understand some of the gifts that I have. And I learned to hate them, actually, see them as a curse. Or, oh, I'm not the right person. I'm not the right person for this. I ran away too. And I'm just telling you, if I can give you that little push, that no, this will be worth it, even though it's scary right now. Like, you will not regret the decision to be in covenant with him. If I can give you that little push, that's all that I need. That's all. I don't need you to even tell me that I helped you. You don't even got to let me know. I want you to go to the Father. I want you to have that conversation with him. And I just pray that the fruits will show in time. But I don't even want you to tell me if I've helped you or not. But I just pray that I help others to go to the Father, to see the good in it. But that was not the point of this episode. I love y'all because I don't know, maybe I was supposed to talk about that. Like, I prayed to him that he would speak through me. And so maybe that was very important at this time to say, to kind of set the tone for this. But for this episode, we're going to actually talking about slowing things down, knowing how to slow down and wait. Because one of the things that I think caused me to be so frustrated in my walk was the fact that I expected y'all to move fast. I didn't even understand how things worked in the spiritual realm, and how majority of the time when you ask something of Yah, he's going to answer. Like, he actually will give you an answer pretty quick. But it's not going to always reflect right away. Like, you might hear that you're healed from a certain illness, or, that a certain situation is going to be worked out for you. And you might think it's going to happen next week. And you end up having to wait like months or even years for that thing to come to pass. This walk is going to frustrate you in the beginning, because you're going to expect him to move fast, because that's what we're used to. Microwave society. We get things quick these days. Amazon messed us up. Sometimes you can get things overnight. Sometimes you can get stuff in a few hours now. I live in the country, so I kind of got to wait a little bit. I got to wait like a few days, sometimes even a week. But no, if you're in the city, sometimes you don't even got to wait that long. Just a few hours, maybe even a few minutes if we're talking food delivery. But Yah is not like that. When it talks about him being patient, people just think it's about their sin and, giving you chances to get it right. Nah, he's patient with everything. He does not move on our time. And the thing about an eternal being, he has all the time. If he wanted to wait 100 years to answer your prayer, he can. He can, and it will all be for his glory. And the moment it happens, you'll be so thankful still. But the reason why this particular thing came up is because, I've actually been kind of following y'all's lead and listening to him, give me different videos and content to make for, to share. And I almost fell into that trap of, I got to keep up with the algorithm. And if I don't post enough, then not enough people are going to see this. And the nerve of me to say this now, because I don't really have that many views right now. But I felt like, I need to get this message out, and I need to follow the algorithm and all of that. But I truly didn't want to just make things for the sake of making content. I wanted to make exactly what y'all wanted me to make. Like, I literally wait for every single detail. Like, y'all might think even my music choice is like, solely me. But like, sometimes I'll hear like melodies in my head, and I'll listen to it, and then y'all will be like, that's the song for this video. Oh, okay. I guess I'll put it in the beginning, and he will literally outline the T, like even which section of a video and all of this. And of course, my stuff's not perfect. I'm still learning to like edit and stuff. So although these ideas are coming from him, I still got to execute. I'm not going to always execute it in the glamorous, perfect way. I'm still practicing and learning, my style and how things will be. But this comes from him. And the thing is when I started this, I started making videos, and then actually the group I was in, they put together like a social media team. And I thought, okay, I'm making these videos, and they said Ruah led, so I'm already going to Yah for stuff, so I'll just ask him which stuff, because I already felt this, like, perfect. I can contribute to the kingdom in this way by sharing, because we all were pretty much supposed to give like our own. They said Ruah led, but it was pretty much our own like unique versions of sharing the Sabarta. And so I joined this team because I'm like, I'm already making videos. I might as well contribute. Like, I don't have an excuse not to, because I'm already doing videos. So I would actually, once they told me Ruah, I'm like, okay, I need to at least make, because some of the videos I was doing on my own social media, like, they all weren't for Yah, like, some of it was family stuff or jokes and things like that, memes and all this stuff, so I wasn't always doing that type of content, but I trusted that Yah would tell me which content was for, because I was doing personal, like, faith-based videos, so I trusted that Yah would tell me which was for social media, for my personal social media, and which were for this ministry. But I'm sure the person who was my friend at the time was probably getting sick and tired of me, because one moment I could pump out like all this stuff, and then the next I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm running late on this thing, this content that I'm making. And I can tell you the real reason for that, because even though they were trying to have this, like, making sure they were posting enough to get the word out there about us as Israelites and all of that, I could not keep up with that. And the reason why was because I was waiting on Yah. Like, I literally was waiting on Yah. And sometimes Yah would just last minute, all right, here's a written post. Okay. And I just write it, send it. Here, can this be for social media? And so I literally was waiting on the Ruah, waiting on Yah to give me something. And, I didn't know how to keep up with that. And that's actually what created some issues too for why I left, is because of like miscommunications and things like that, which were on my part as well, because I didn't even know how to articulate, like, hey, Yah didn't give me anything. I just was too afraid, because I just felt like I had to contribute and be this perfect person to help. That's something I've had to kill within myself, is like always trying to be that person that can show up and help. I felt like that's what gave me value, was being useful to people. But all it really did was get me used and abused. Like, nobody really like loved me for me. It just created this kind of like transactional thing. So yeah, even though this created some conflict, like, I found myself now, I'm by myself and I'm making content now. And I'm still the same thing. Like, I'm finding I'm putting that pressure on myself to have ideas and be able to pump them out super quickly, so that I can get more people to, see this work and get the message if they need it. Like, I know there are people that need these messages, but the way that Yah is having me go about it is like purely those who are meant to see this will be able to see it. I'm not playing the algorithm game. I'm not acknowledging the rule, because this rule, it allows them to control the narrative. So I'm not playing this algorithm game. And with that means slower growth. But I found myself kind of falling back into this thinking of, oh, I got to do this fast. I got to do this quick. And I'm thinking it's me, I keep thinking, oh, it's my fault. I'm not doing this fast enough. I need to speed up. But y'all made me realize, because basically what will happen is maybe I can pump out stuff back to back, but then I got nothing. And I'm not speaking or talking about something just because. I'm only talking about what y'all tells me to talk about. And sometimes, y'all, it'll take weeks for me to be able to have another message. And y'all is making me realize, no, you move when I tell you to move. It's okay. Slow down. This isn't hustle culture. I'm not expecting you to hustle. And it made me realize, a lot of the best things in our lives, it takes a lot of time for you to see the best, the fruits of a good thing, So y'all made me realize I'm trying to rush something that, doesn't need to be rushed. That's why this is a podcast. It's meant to be long form, right? But the point is to have something of substance, something that can help essentially feed the soul, feed what people are really missing, the truth. So why would I rush it? Why? And it brings into perspective why Yah takes his time. Because he doesn't want to rush the things that he's giving or the things that he's fixing. You know how long it took me to actually be healed? It took years. And I actually almost gave up a few times, waiting. But had it been rushed, I would not be where I need to be right now. I had to learn certain lessons to help aid in that healing. I had to experience certain things to aid in that healing. So y'all didn't just take the pain away right away once I asked. No. I had to kind of be in the fire a little bit. And had that not happened, yeah. He wanted to give me my best healing, not just take the pain away. What y'all did for me, y'all, y'all forbid any bad thing happen right now in my life as I'm actually getting to that point of, having the most fulfillment, in my life after such a long time of being in sadness, But, gosh, I lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to say is, y'all forbid anything bad happen right now as I'm pretty much in this place now of the most healing, the best I've felt in a long time. But if something were to happen, I trust that I can get through it without it breaking me. That's how much Yah has truly transformed my life. And the thing is, it's not even visible. It's going to become more and more visible as time goes on and people really see, no, this is Yah. But when I tell you, like, I'm at that place now where even if the bad happens, I trust in Yah. I trust that he will still carry me. I never thought I would be in that place. And I would hear people have that type of faith. And I never thought I would get to that point of my faith. The best things take time. And sometimes it takes a lot of time. But if you want the best version of that, if you want the absolute best, sometimes you gotta have that patience for it. And like I said, that's why he's patient. He's not just patient with our sin. He's patient in general. He's willing to give all the time it needs if it will be the very best. That's why he is so good. Because he waits. He is very patient. And we have to be that way. We have to embody that character. To have the patience to wait for the very best that he has. It takes trust and it takes patience. But when you trust him, you trust that he's working everything out for your good. You will have so much peace. So I think about those times. I remember I felt so stupid, not being able to keep up because I was trusting Yah. I was trusting that I wasn't missing anything. And I was waiting on him and making sure that things were led the way that he wanted it to be led. And even though I felt so stupid because it caused conflict, I'm in this place now. I'm like, I trust him. And I trust that if a few weeks pass before there is a message, that's okay. Because I know that once he gives me something, I will be able to do the very best thing. The thing that I will be able to talk about things that people need me to talk about in the moment. Because maybe that's what it is. He just waits until that message, that specific message is needed. And so what am I rushing for if there's no need? So that's something I'm learning right now, is how to rest in him, because we're so anxious as a society because we're just go, 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 do. No breaks. Keep hustling. Yah's not like that. He's not like that at all. You can rest in him even when you're working for him. Isn't that crazy? Because sometimes I do procrastinate. I'm not going to lie. Like, Yah has really been working my faith. And so now I'm starting to move more and want to do more for him without that fear, But I've procrastinated at times. I told y'all with the past one, I was procrastinating because I was scared. I thought I was stupid for doing this. But there are times where he really does cause you to call for you to chill. Just sit down. It's cool. There's no work right now. Just wait for me. And so I'm like, I don't feel guilty. I was actually waiting on him. And sometimes Hasatan, he wants to present alternatives and things like I started using AI and stuff so that I didn't have to deal with, feeling bad about not having something ready. or making it too long and not knowing how to shorten my words and all these things. Like, no, that's not what y'all has called me to. I don't need to start changing things, And so I'm thankful to y'all to be able to do this work and be able to wait for him and not always follow the machine, follow the way of the machine and do, don't stop. No rest, no breaks. So, yeah, learn to slow down. Learn to listen to the Ruah, because sometimes you really are being called to slow down and to take a break. And so, that's what I wanted to say here is that, don't be alarmed if I'm pumping things out one moment and then the next I'm taking a step back or there's some time passing. Like, I'm truly following the Most High as much as I possibly can. And so this is not here for your entertainment, although I hope I don't bore you to death. It's not for your entertainment. It's meant to be a resource. So I don't expect a bunch of views right away. I'm not getting paid from this. So whether or not people listen now or this pops off a year from now or 2 or 3 years from now, this will always be here for those who need it in the right moment when they need it, when they find this. I fully trust that Yah will lead those who are supposed to hear this message. And I have no expectations about when that will happen. But I trust him. And I trust him. I trust that either way, as long as I'm living, I trust that I will finish every work that he has for me in the time that it's meant to be done. So I pray the same for those of you out there, especially those who are in this walk, doing the work that Yah is calling you to do. I pray that you're resting, that you're seeing the importance of rest. Some who are Christian don't think they need to follow the commandments. But I will tell you, if you at least follow that Shabbat, you will find it so rewarding. You'll think, why didn't I think of this sooner? And some have been doing it with Sunday. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. What I will just say is, because some people are also following a different Shabbat as well. They're following the lunar Sabbath. And so some of them probably are having the Shabbat on the Sunday. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So I'll just say, see the importance of rest. See the importance of slowing down and not always doing all of the time. Y'all rested from his work and he doesn't get weary. He doesn't get tired and he rested. So he made it. He made the Shabbat for us. And guess what? He followed it too. So there is no excuse. See the importance of slowing down. Because you will find that when you get those quiet moments, those quiet spaces, you will have the ability to show up fully. And it will be your best work. It won't be rushed. It won't be done because out of, deprivation. You will be able to do your best work always. because you learned how to slow down and allow yourself to rest. So I love you guys. Thank you so much if you've made it this far and you've tuned in this far into the podcast. I am so thankful again to those who have listened to all 3 of these episodes so far. It is truly a blessing. It is truly, like, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you so much, because you could have chosen to do anything. You could have chosen to listen to anything, and you chose to tune into this and to listen to this message. I have so much love for all of you. Whether you are a friend, a stranger, a sister, a brother, or even my enemy, you are loved. You are loved. And I pray that there is at least something that you were able to take away from this. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your time whenever you're listening to this. And I pray that the Most High will be with you if you are feeling that calling to Him. I pray He will be with you. I pray that He will begin to reveal Himself to you and show you that this walk is truly not a burden. It is the best possible choice you can make. So I love you, and I will see you next time in the next episode. I have no idea what it will be, because it is up to y'all. It is according to y'all's will. But until next time, thank you so much, and shalom, shalom.